Ja. Schon Chacham Rosh na Mishnah. The Medrash, there's always issues and differences that come up, and Baruch Hashem, by us we have very diplomatic, very, very good like Sholem. That the main issue is the main concern is that those that know Elam Emes, they Mishen durchkommen. What we want to make sure that we took care of their honor, Mishen durchkommen. With the Lebedeke, those that are here, that we have to make certain that everything works out. That there was a Medrash where there were a number of chiyuvim, and each one came forth with a very compelling reason why he is the chiyuv, why he has gedimah. He has to get the yomit first. One said he's teichis within the year. Another one said, my chiyuv is even more important. That's your side. Another one said, he said by him he's still in the shloshim. And the last one came and said, he said his is even more compelling. He said, I'm the nifter itself. So I certainly have to say. By Nachum Kior Denker, there was in the shtetl, there was a Beis Yisraelim that there was a financial crisis, and the unfortunate Yisraelim were starving. So they came to Rabbi Nachum Kior and they told him the matzah, and he said, well, they said that they knocked on every door that they conceived, there would be a response, and there's still, the master is very, very critical. The Kinder came from hunger. So he said, well, what would you want me to do? I'm ready to do anything you want me to do. He said, there's still one Gevir in town, probably the biggest one, but just as big as he is a Gevir, he's in a bigger Aziz Padim. So to go with the Rav to him, we can't foresee what kind of Kabbalah's Padim, the Kabbalah Torah. We're concerned that we'll come into him and the reception will be with full of chutz b'mazus, so we don't want to subject you to that. The Rabbi says, don't worry about it. If there's any chance that he'll respond, let me again. They came to him, knocked on the door, and he told him they heard delegation. He robbed them. That the Rabbi told me, he said, the master and Beis Yisraelim. So he said, what do you want? He said, what do you mean? If you're in a position, we'd like you to help. He said, help? Wait, but he takes in not only did he see our grubber board, but he takes and he smacks Reb Nachum Kiderov in the face. This they did. They anticipated our grubber board, another refined word, all kind of chutzpah expressions from COVID, but ad kedei kach with klep that he should hit the Rav, that they were beside themselves. They were lost. He said to Rabbi, he said, that slap, that's for me. Now what about the Yisraelim? So any differences that are here, let it be for me. In the meantime, we'll take care of those nishamas that will be taken care of. We mentioned on Shabbos that originally Pirkei was five prokim, and they added, after Rabbi Kodesh was Mesader and Mechaber Mishnayos, he was Mechaber 5 prokim for Avos, and Menachim, the Chazal at that time, Menachim, that there's 6 weeks between Pesach and Shavuos. It would be very befitting that there should be a 6th Perek which would deal with inyonim of Kabbalah Torah and Kinyan Torah, of possessing Torah. So they added a 6th one. And so again, so that Machzer, that cycle ended right before Shavuos. The second cycle ended this Shabbos right before she was with Tammuz. The third cycle begins again by Rosh Chodesh Shaul. And it's very interesting that each of these tkufis on the Luach are times when there's, on the calendar, it deals with Luchais. The first one by Kabbalah HaTorah, the college received Luchais by Kabbalah HaTorah, Shavuos. The second one, it deals with Luchais, when she was with Chamisha Dvar Miro, five tragic things took place, and she was with Tammuz. One was Mishtabra HaLuchais, and the third one is Rosh Chodesh Shaul, when the Moshe Rabbeinu, he went up morning, went up another time to come down 40 days later, and Yom Kippur, but again, with Luchais. So each one deals with Luchais. Where did they get, to mention on Shabbos, where did they get the sixth? Now, bringing out Kodesh made only 5. Where did they get the sixth parak from? So the sixth parak of Avos, they were the Chazal, they were unlocked from Brises. Brises is a different Loshen than the Loshen HaMishneh. Rabbi HaKodesh was the most knowledgeable in his time, most knowledgeable person in the Loshen of Loshen HaKodesh. There was nobody in his time that Zach Vinoki knew such a clear Loshen HaKodesh like Rabbi HaKodesh. So when he was Machaber Mishnayis, the Loshen of Mishnayis was a murkav. It was a combination of two things. It was a combination of Aramis, Aramaic, and Loshen HaKodesh. Like I mentioned on Shabbos, one example is this, the following. A shul, a besmedrish, in Loshen Aramis is called Bei Kenishto. Bei means a house, Kenishto, where they gather. Like Mamash said, well, this is Bei Kenishto, one Bei Kenishto Achrita. You shouldn't destroy a besmedrish, even though you're planning to build a new one, you shouldn't destroy it at the Bei Kenishto Achrita until the second one is ready to take its place. Bei Kenishto, Rabbi HaKodesh took the word Bei Kenishto. That's in Loshen Aramis. In Loshen HaKodesh, a shul is called, and Yeshaya, it's a base tefillah, a place where they doubt. So in Loshen HaKodesh, they describe a shul like the verb, what's done there, they daven, and in Loshen Aramis, it's described that people gathered there. So Rabbi HaKodesh took both together, and from Bei Kenishto, which is in Loshen Aramis, and he translated into Hebrew, Loshen HaKodesh, from Bei is bias, and Kenishto, Knesses. So in Mishnayos, it's called Beis HaKnesses. So the opening words of Shonach HaChom B'Loshen HaMishneh, Shonach HaChom was a brayse, and brayses always begin Tonu Rabbanan. In Loshen Aramis, Tonu means Tonu. They learned Rabbanan, the Rabbanan. That's Loshen Aramis. In Loshen HaKodesh, when you translate Tonu into Loshen HaKodesh, the word would be Shonu, like in Christian, Shinantum Levanecha. Shonu and Rabbanan, Loshen HaKodesh Chachomim. Shonu Chachom B'Loshen HaMishneh. So they took the brises and they translated them into Loshen HaKodesh. Baruch Shebacham Mishnasam, the Meir Haimer Kalaisik Torah Lishma. Meir said, whoever learns Torah for just for the sake of Lishma, of its intrinsic value, Zechel Dvarim Harbe. He merits many things. This is Reb Meir Lukarni Shitosei. Reb Meir, his Rebbe, he was only interested in the Torah, which was a special treasure. And Matmata Salkim Varishim gave the Klalish to bestowed upon them a Torah. So he was so anxious to study Torah, which is much depth in Chochmeh, that he could pass together of Torah, that he didn't care who he was learning Torah from. His Rebbe was Acher, who became an Apokeiris. They asked him, Givaldi Shrin, how did you take a Rebbe like that? So he said, Klipei Zorak Peichei Ochel. He says, the shell I discarded, that was the shell. What Acher was, the shell that he was an Apokeiris, But what he had to give me, that's what I digested. So by him, the main thing was Torah. However he learned it, so it made no difference. But furthermore, he's Nikrevei Ohu, he's called a friend, another beloved, the Samechas Hamakim, Samechas Habrius. He brings Simche to the Bnei Shalom and Simche to the to fellow man. That's someone who learns Torah Lishma. That's the product, and that's the effect, and how he's and the Cholad Olam Kedai Ulai. It was the whole entire world was Kedai to create it for an individual like Reb Meir, a Yid who learned Torah Lishma. The whole world created, Sheshim Ebreshis, everything everybody's going to have to go through to create this world is Kedai because the Yid learned Torah Lishma. In the times of Ram Shik, there was a strong movement in Germany that Rabbonim should speak Deutsch, German. From the pulpit, they should speak German. They were those that were royal to take the position. They were worthy, and they had what it takes to be a Rav, Talmid Chachomim, in Hayra, in Torah, they had Yediyas. So they wanted. They said that's not enough. You have to be eloquent, versed, fluent German. They didn't know what to do. For bringing sight to spend time to speak German, they didn't want to undertake it. So they asked Ram Shik Shaila what you should do. Ram Shik said he was Paisha Shaila from a Medrash. Medrash brings that when the Gezerah of Paroi, that every firstborn should be drowned, and every male should be drowned. So the Moshe Rabbeinu, every male should be drowned. So Moshe Rabbeinu's father, Amram, so he got up and he divorced his wife Yocheved. He divorced her. He said he doesn't want to have, seemingly, the pshat was he didn't want to have sons that should be born and power should destroy them. So he divorced her, and Chogiget, and his daughter Miriam, she said to him, she gave him a time, he said, Shalacho kosher mishal power. He says, what you're doing, he says, is even, it'll destroy the Klal Yisrael even more than Paroi, further. Paroi goes on as Chor, because Paroi, his Gezerah is only Habein Hayiloid, only the males. And you, he said, because you're not staying married and you won't continue having children, so there won't even be girls. So then he says he listened to advice and he remarried her and Moshe Rabbeinu was born. Beis Levi was, Amram was from a grandson of Moshe Rabbeinu, of Levi, so Chazan Lachamo. And Levi was the daughter, Amram was the grandson of Chazan Lachamo. So Mamshik said, he said, it was Hapele. He said, it's very puzzling. Amram, the Gadol Hador, it's a simple, her reasoning, her logic is so simple, it's so obvious, Amram didn't understand it. He needed Yocheved Ayidine, as daughter, should set before him this, what the consequences of what he's doing. That is something Pashtan. So he said, no. He said, the pshat is like this here. There's more to it than that. He said, Amram, he wanted to threaten the Rabbi for him. He said, if you're going to let Paroi's Gezerah stay in place, that decree, and let him continue to destroy the Zechorim, the boys, we'll go further than that. He said, we'll divorce our wives, and there won't be even females either, even girls, So that's going to be the end of the Klal Yisrael. Is that what you want, Rabbi Shalom? That's what we're going to do. We'll divorce our wives. So he felt that this Sharashudia, to threaten the Rabbi Shalom, take the Rabbi Shalom by the horns, he felt that Rabbi Shalom will respond and he'll stop the Gezeria. Because no more Klal Yisrael. So she told him, Tati, she says, you know, who's going to follow your example? Who's going to divorce their wives? Only the Talmidei Chachamim. Only the big Yirei Shemayim, that by them Das Torah is important, and if they'll follow your example. But the Hamoin, the masses, the average Yid in Gas, it sounds good, but he's not in it. He wants to stay married, he wants to have a wife, so what's going to happen? The Klal Yisrael won't be destroyed, but the level of the Klal Yisrael will descend. It'll become, instead of parties that are the Talmidei Chachamim and the Yirei Shleimim, it'll be fathers that are Hamoin, that are very average, very mediocre. So you make the whole Klal Yisrael, the Klal Yisrael will continue. You didn't do anything. The Klal Yisrael will continue. It will still be a Klal Yisrael, but it'll be a mediocre one. She said, oh, he said, that cheshbon is gerecht. That she's right. So the Mamshik said the same thing here. He said, here, he said, the Tak Oisik Torah Lishma is very beautiful. He said, to spend only on Torah and not anything else. But if you tell me, don't go through the trouble of studying the German language, so they won't hire you. Who will they hire? They'll hire what we have now today, conservative reform rabbis that can in Osnish, the Amratzim. So all the shells will fall in the hands of Rabbanim that are not really qualified. So you must, Malkoli says, you must learn German. We had there somebody, a rabbi, he had a shtel on Long Island, he was getting over $100,000 a year. He was there in Simchas Torah. They're paying him $100,000 a year. This is what goes on in America. It was on Simchas Torah. So we were singing Ader Samuna. So we gave him to sing Ader Samuna. We gave him to say Ader Samuna. So he came to Hanoi Vanetzach. Everybody knows this. Jeder Cheder knows that all base voted to say with an hour base. So Hanoi Vanetzach is up to Hagoi Vanetzach, $100,000 a year. That's what happened. Chanani Barakah Shoimer. Ratzah Kodesh Baruch Zakish Yisrael. The Fikol Hiblam Ter Mitzvah. Shnemer Adnei Chavis Matzivkoi. Yagdol Torah V'Yadir.